EN 8592 Wastewater Engineering Module 2 in Unit 1 Sanitary Sewage Flow Estimation presented by Professor S. Sumathi, HOD Civil, GCE, Tanjavur. Why estimation of wastewater discharge is required? The major role of a sewerage system can be listed as follows. Improvement in the environment by removing the sewage as it originates, preventing inundations of low-lying areas that may be otherwise caused by not providing sewers, prevention of vector propagation by sewage stagnations, avoiding cross connection with freshwater sources by seepage, avoiding severe impacts on groundwater quality by infiltration of soil water into sewers and exfiltration of sewage into soil water. The classification of sewers. Sewers are classified into some types. First one is sanitary sewage. Sanitary sewage is a sewer. It carries only sanitary and domestic sewage. Next one, separate sewer. It carries only disposal water. Combined sewer, it carries by weather flow plus storm water. That partially combined sewer, it carries dry weather flow with plus a portion of wet weather flow. Next one, house sewer. It carries sewage from house or building to street or public sewers. Next one, lateral sewer. It collects sewage directly from houses. From this schematic diagram, you can know the types of sewer easily. So, when wastewater comes from the houses is collected by a pipeline is called a lateral. This lateral is connected to the pipelines. Another laterals. So, number of laterals are interconnect each other and these lateral lines are connected by means of submain sewer. Submain sewers are a sewer which collect waste from laterals only. Then main trunk sewer, the dia is somewhat greater than submain sewer. It connects sewer from laterals, submain sewers in all directions. Then outfall sewer, it is the end portion of the sewerage system. It is connected by the main trunk sewer when the outlet of the outfall sewer is connected to the treatment plant or disposable point of the sewerage system. For a detailed classification, go through this diagram. This is a separate system. In the separate system, there are two drain pipes are provided in the street surface. One is the storm water sewer, another one is the rainwater sanitary sewer. In the storm water is nothing but rainwater. In the storm water sewer, the rainwater or storm drain is which is collected from the open area and connected to this sewer line. Then sanitary sewer, the waste is collected from the houses, any household pipes, and this will be collected separately and go to the treatment plant. This storm water sewer is collected and go to the and disposable to the drain to lake. Next one is the combined sewer. So combined sewer means the common pipeline which collect the water from residential area waste, storm water waste, industrial water waste. So industrial treatment facility waste, all waters are combined together and collected in the main line and disposable in the treater surface. This is a combined system. We must know some definition. Dry weather flow, wet weather flow. Dry weather flow means the flow which always available throughout the year. It is the summation of domestic supply and industrial supply. Wet weather flow, it consists the combination of dry weather flow and the storm water flow. It is generally estimate when the combined sewerage system has adopted. The estimation of dry weather flow consists of domestic wastewater, industrial wastewater, groundwater infiltration into the sewer through joints, but generally a thumb rule is adopted. Wastewater generated from a city is the 80% of the water supplied. Then factors affecting dry weather flow are rate of water supply, area to be served, population growth, infiltration as well as exfiltration. Rate of water supply. For population up to 20,000, rate of supply in liters per day per person is 110. The rate of sewage production liters per day per person is 90. When population up to 20,000 to 50,000, rate of water supply is 110 to 150. Rate of sewage production is 90 to 120. Population 50,000 to 2 lakhs, rate of water supply 150 to 180. Then a rate of sewage production 120 to 150. 2 lakhs to 5 lakhs, rate of water supply 180 to 210. Rate of sewage production 150 to 170. Then 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs population, rate of water supply 210 to 240. Rate of sewage production 170 to 190. Above 10 lakhs, rate of water supply 240 to 270. Rate of sewage production 190 to 200. Population growth. Wastewater treatment plant should also consider population forecasting for design period. Wastewater treatment projects designed to serve for a period of 30 years. Design period should neither be too long nor too short. It should not exceed the useful life of the component, structure or equipment. Then area served. Wastewater generated in residential area depends upon the water supplied per capita per day. Wastewater generated in industrial area depends upon the type of industry. For example, if you take a milk industry, the wastewater generation is 20,000 tons. In steel industry, wastewater generation is 2,60,000 tons. Similarly, we can see that bread, automobile, sugar and textile industry, some of the example shows like that. Next one, infiltration. When ground pressure higher than pressure inside the sewer, thus groundwater enter inside the sewer, is known as infiltration. It depends upon depth of sewer below the groundwater level. Size and length of sewer, nature and type of soil, workmanship during laying of sewer. Exfiltration. Inside sewer pressure higher than outside groundwater, sewage shall leak out of the sewer through the faulty joints. There is addition in sewage due to unaccounted private water supplies. The additional in sewage due to infiltration, water losses due to leakage. Some water is not entering the sewerage system. For example, gardening, garages for washing cars, etc. Comes under exfiltration category. The net quantity of domestic wastewater formed may vary between 70 to 140% of water supplied. In India, generally this value taken as 75 to 80%. The generation of wastewater from residential, commercial and industrial area is function of time. Water consumption is not uniform throughout the day. Thus, wastewater generation also vary hour to hour. To find out peak factor, the ratio between peak flow to average flow is called peak factor. So, variation in sewage flow, when the sewer dia is 1.25, peak factor is 1.5. When sewer dia up to 1 meter, peak factor 2. Branch sewer up to dia 0.5 meter, peak factor 3. Laterals and small sewer up to 0.25 meter, the peak factor is 4. Size of sewer can be easily designed for carrying the computed maximum hourly flow with the sewer running 3/4 full. Estimating peak storm drainage, it is only considered if separate sewerage system is available. So, storm water runoff means it is a maximum storm discharge of rainfall in sewer. Runoff depends on rainfall intensity, duration of rainfall and frequency, types of soil and catchment area. soil moisture deficiency. Proper and economical value of rainfall frequency must be chosen for design of drain. It is not possible to precisely determine runoff. It is determined with the help of empirical formulae. Area less than or equal to 50 hectares. The rational method is more suitable. The empirical formula are used for very large areas. Then some definition: time for concentration, the period after which the entire area starts to contributing to the runoff. Maximum runoff shall be obtained from rainfall having duration equal to time of concentration, and this is called a critical rainfall duration. So rational method formulas. Basic principle of rational formula developed by Franklin, Kuchling and Lloyd Davis are equal to 1 by 36 kPa, where R equal to peak rate of runoff in Qmax, K equal to coefficient of runoff, A equal to catchment area in hectares, P equal to critical rainfall intensity of design frequency in centimeter per hour. Value of K depends upon the impervious of soil. K equal to 1 for impervious soil. Generally its value taken 0.9 for paved surface and 0.15 for lawn and gardens. Coefficient of run for different areas. Asphalt pavement in good condition, K is taken as 0.85 to 0.9. Waterborne macadam road 0.25 to 6. Parklands garden 0.05 to 0.25. Unpaved streets and vacant land 0.1 to 0.3. Woodland land 0.01 to 0.2. Gravel road and walks 0.15 to 0.3. The various locations of K value is given here. Extreme suburban areas with 20 to 40% parking facilities, that is 0.35. Suburban areas with widely detached houses 125 to 150 population density 0.45 to 55. Area with 50% attached and 50% detached houses 375 to 500 population density 0.65. Closely built up area 0.75. Business area greater than 625 population density, K is taken as 0.85. Then empirical formulas to find out the discharge. Q, first one, Dickens formula, Q equal to C m power 3 by 4, where Q equal to peak drainage discharge in Qmax, m equal to catchment area in square meter, C equal to a constant on square kilometer, constant of Dickens. Next formula, Dredge or Burge formula, Q is equal to 19.6 m divided by L power 2 by 3, where Q equal to maximum storm drainage discharge in Qmax, m equal to catchment area in square kilometer, L equal to length of drainage basis in kilometer. Rice formula, Q equal to C m power 2 by 3, where Q equal to maximum discharge in Qmax, m equal to catchment area in square kilometer, C equal to constant depending upon the factor affecting runoff. Another formula, English formula, Q is equal to 123 m divided by square root of m plus 10.4, m equal to maximum discharge in Qmax, m equal to catchment area in square kilometer. Based on this formula, we can find out the peak discharge of sanitary sewage in various land areas. Based on this, some problems are available. See you on the next slide. Thank you.